Everybody, welcome back to the center lane, the political discussion for those of us in the middle. Compromise is not a bad word. Well, Elon Musk started the America Party this weekend. He is hoping for it to become a third major party and a dominant party in our political system instead of the two-party system that dominates now, Republican, Democrat. Will it make a difference? Will it engage more people? More people are disenfranchised? That's a big problem we have in this country. I'll give you an example right out of the gate, the big beautiful bill. Those of us, like probably myself and most of you people that are still watching, thank you if you still are, we're news hounds. We want to educate ourselves, whether we agree or not. We like to at least get some of the facts and try to, know what's going on. But a lot of people don't do that. And I think we all know that through friends, family, and loved ones we have that don't listen to any news whatsoever because it depresses them or for whatever reason, they're not engaged with what's happening in this country. It's a real problem. For example, voter turnout. For presidential elections, it's only 60% of eligible voters vote. In the midterms, which are coming up next year, only 40% of people even bother to vote. I mean, only 40%. So what does that mean? It means those that make the most noise get the most done, they're heard the most. I guess the best way to put it. When that can be either a good or a bad thing, but a lot of times it's not so great. You get these people on the fringe, especially in smaller elections in your Congress or maybe even your city. You gotta look at your small elections too, your local elections. A lot of people don't vote in those. So you get some people in there, you go, wow, how'd that kook get into city council? Well, it's because you didn't bother to vote. You didn't bother to check them out first. A lot of people don't do it. So 12, 15% of the people vote in that election. And you got some guy up there, or woman up there, like going, holy crap, what happened? Well, what happened is nobody paid attention. So what can we do about voter apathy? How can we get people more involved and engaged? First off, we got to look at the root causes of why they're not. A lot of it has to do with all politicians are crooks. A lot of people think that they're all crooks. Some of that I don't disagree with. They're always trying to send me a flyer in the mail, or there's an ad on TV trying to get in my pocket. And then what do they do for me once they're there? Nothing. So why should I even bother? So that alienates a lot of people. They get fatigued with a lot of these, especially in the presidential elections, where they're just hammering you on the television and online and email and your mailbox. It just disillusions people, but politics in general. So what can we maybe do to make a difference? Well, there's a couple things. First off, more early voting. Early voting is huge. It makes a difference. What's the problem with it? We have the technology to keep it safe and secure. Why not do something like that? How about some kind of a civic push so people understand basic civics and some of the basic history of our country? A lot of people, they're in Congress and they're like, they couldn't answer a simple civics quiz. I don't say half. There's some people in Congress that are writing our laws that are pretty clueless. I'm sorry, on both sides they are. And if you ever listen to them, or if you ever try to pin them down with a couple, they call them gotcha questions. But it's like, you should know when the Revolutionary War was, and stuff like that. Just simple things. So maybe that's something else. Another thing too, this might be controversial, but we could definitely do it. How about automatic voter registration if you are a citizen, you've been vetted and approved, and you got your driver's license, everything? How about they go ahead and you register. You can be registered as a non-affiliated to either party, and you can change that later, but at least you would be registered, because what happens to a lot of people is, oh, it's time to vote. Oh, I'm not registered. I forgot to register. And then you can't go down there and do it, and it becomes a whole thing. I know people thought, oh, that's how you're going to steal elections. Is it? I think we have the technology and a way around it. I know when I vote, they go down there and they know where I voted, when I show them my driver's license. It can be done. So those are a couple of my ideas. I don't know. You guys, please, in the comments below, tell me what you think. What can we do about voter apathy and just the apathy in general when it comes to our politics? The more people involved in this experiment that we call the United States, the better off we're all going to be. Thank you very much for those comments, by the way. If you want to look at, I also have a book on ebooks and on Amazon, and it's underneath my bio line. You can check that out if you would. If not, it's okay too. Hey, thanks very much for everything. I appreciate those comments again. Talk to you soon.